we are going to see the cumulative frequency. Now how we can find out this cumulative frequency and why we find out cumulative frequency. First of all, there are two types of cumulative frequency. Less than type cumulative frequency and more than type of cumulative frequency. Okay. Many times we need, suppose we consider the example of marks. Marks are given here 0 to suppose 50 are given here. So if we find out directly the number when we have many classes, okay, and we need to find out directly the number of students having marks less than 20, correct? So to find out this type of data, or we need to find out the number of students having marks greater than 30, greater than 40 or less than 30. So directly we can calculate by less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency. First we'll see how we can find out the less than cumulative frequency. One by one. If you see, just now I explained, if we want to find out the mark of student less than 20, less than 30, less than 40, less than 50, likewise, okay. So we need to calculate, if we say less than 20 means addition of these two numbers, okay, up to 10 and up to 20 only, not more than that. If we need to find out the number of students less than 40, so for 40 what we do, we add all these values. We cannot say that four number of students having less than 40 marks. Here is the addition of all these values. So we find out one by one for each and every group, so that we find out number of students having less than 10 marks, less than 20 marks, less than 30 marks, less than 40 marks, less than 50 marks. So when I say less than, I consider the upper limits, upper boundaries. Here continuous classes are there, so I must say boundaries also, limits also, okay. So for less than cumulative frequency, I consider upper limits or upper boundaries, okay. Now how can we find out less than cumulative frequency? First is as it is, first number always as it is, okay. For the next value up to 20, I need to calculate 5 plus 12, that is 17, okay. Then for less than 30, you need to calculate 5 plus 12 plus 15 is equal to 32. For less than 40, 5 plus 12 plus 15 plus 4, 36, and 5 plus 12 plus 15 plus 4 is equal to 40. Now every time you need not calculate one by one. You can take for next number, you can take 17 plus 15, 32, then 32 plus 4, then 36 plus 4. You can do that also, okay. Now if you see, now if I want to find out the number of students having less than 30 marks, okay. So these are what? 32 students having less than 30 marks. The number of students having less than 20 marks are 17. The number of students less than 50 or up to 50 are the same, means total, okay. Up to 40, these are 36. If you observe here, the total you get, at last you got the same total having total frequency 40. The number of observations are same, okay, in the highest class, okay. So here is the less than cumulative frequency. Now we calculate exactly in the opposite direction we find out more than cumulative frequency. Now more than cumulative frequency, how can we find out more than cumulative frequency, or what is the purpose of more than cumulative frequency? Here what we say, the number of students having greater than 10 marks, greater than 20 marks, greater than 30 marks, greater than 40 marks. When I say the number of students greater than, I always consider lower limit of the class, greater than 10 marks, greater than 20 marks, greater than 30 marks, greater than 40 marks, like, okay. So we calculate from this class. First value is 4. For more than cumulative frequency, exactly do the opposite of less than cumulative frequency. So we start from the last class, first value as it is. Now last is first for more than cumulative frequency. Then add 4 plus 4, 8. Okay, you can take 8 also. Okay, or you will get here the total frequency in the lowest class of more than cumulative frequency. In less than cumulative frequency, you got here in the highest class total frequency. In more than cumulative frequency, you have here in the lower class. Okay. Now if I want to find out the number of students having more than 10 marks, I cannot consider here. I consider here more than 10 marks are 35. The number of students having more than 10 marks are 35. More than 20 marks, I cannot say more than 20 marks are 35. Okay. More than 20 marks are 23. More than 30 marks are 8. More than 40 marks are 4. Okay. So when I say for more than, I consider always lower limit. And when I say for less than cumulative frequency, I always consider the upper limit. Okay. So if separately I want to write it down for only for less than cumulative frequency and more than cumulative frequency, suppose. Okay. So I have marks. How can I separately mention it? For less than cumulative frequency, always I consider upper limit. Always I consider upper limit for less than cumulative frequency. Okay. So for less than cumulative frequency, upper limit I consider. So here 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay. And what are the less than cumulative frequencies for that? 5, 17, 32, 36 and 40. Once again I say, if I want to find out the number of students having less than 10 marks, number of students having less than 20 marks, number of students having less than 30 marks are 32. Number of students having less than 40 marks are 36. Number of students having less than 50 marks are 40. That is the meaning of less than cumulative frequency. Now for more than cumulative frequency, just like I make a table, in marks I consider lower limit always. Okay, and more than cumulative frequency. So in lower limit I have lower limit 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. Correct. More than 0 marks. What is the meaning? More than 0 marks. All 40 students get more than 0 marks. Okay. More than 10 marks. The number of students are 35 getting more than 10 marks. More than 20 marks. These are the 23 students. Okay, I hope you understand it. Next term is relative frequency. In relative frequency, the relative frequency is used for comparison purpose. For the two data group, the data may not be same. Frequency may not be same. Okay. So for comparison purpose, we consider it in terms of relative frequency. And to find out relative frequency, we have class frequency upon total frequency. If we take the same example of marks and frequency, marks are given to us, frequency given to us. If we need to find out relative frequency here, what is the relative frequency for first number? It is class frequency is 5 on total frequency is 40. Okay, and for this the answer is 0.125. For the next class it is 12 by 40, 15 by 40. Okay, then 4 by 40, then again 4 by 40. So in this way you can calculate the relative frequency. Now there are no units and all, so you have for any other data you can calculate relative frequency and then compare the relative frequency only. One point is here, when you calculate the total of the relative frequency, it is always 1. When you calculate the total of these relative frequency, the total of the relative frequency for any classes, any number of classes, always you got 1. If you got 1, then only consider that whatever you find out for the relative frequency is correct. Okay? Otherwise, please check your answer. So, these are all about the terms related to frequency distribution. Thank you.